Alrighty, so I'm going to be demonstrating and showing you guys my picture that I drew out to how blood flows through the heart. So this is my diagram that I have here. I have like numbered steps on it, so it's going to be showing you exactly where the blood is going and where it's at. So starting with number 1, which is right here near the right coronary artery, this is where the blood enters the right atrium from the superior and inferior vena cava. So it's near both of them. Then we move on to number 2, which is this arrow here. This is the blood that's flowing to the in the right atrium through the right AV valve into the right ventricle. So this is the right ventricle. This is the right atrium. This is the inferior vena cava. Okay. So then we move on to number 3, which is here. It's like a little flap, if you can see it. So this is the contraction of the right ventricle, and it basically forces open the pulmonary valve. So then we move on to number 4. This is where the blood flows through the pulmonary valve and it enters the pulmonary trunk. So the pulmonary trunk is literally right here. Then we move on to number 5, which is near the left pulmonary artery. And that's where the blood is distributed. It's distributed by the left and the right pulmonary arteries to the lungs. And it unloads CO2 and loads O2. So then we move on to number 6, which is down here near the left pulmonary veins. So that's where the blood returns. So the arrows are coming back in, because the blood is returning from the lungs to the pulmonary veins into the left atrium. So that's all located here. Pulmonary veins here and the left atrium here. Then we move on to number 8, which is this arrow here. This is like the contraction of the left ventricle that forces the aortic valve open. So it's kind of like another flap. This here, flowing up. So then we move on to number 9. Number 9 is here, and this arrow, you see it's blood flowing through the aortic valve. The aorta is right here. Aortic valve into the ascending aorta. So it's ascending, this arrow is going up to the aorta. Then we move on to number 10, which are these 3 arrows here. This is the blood that's flowing through the aortic valve into the ascending aorta. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's the wrong one. I just read that one. So number 10 is this one. This is when the blood is distributed. So we're distributing the blood into basically every organ in the body, and it's unloading the O2 and loading CO2. Sorry about that. And then the last one that I have here is number 11, which is down here in the inferior vena cava. This is going up. This arrow is pointing up. So that means that the blood is returning to the heart via the vena cava. So any other little pointers here to show is this area here that I have highlighted. That's the pulmonary valve. This little flap here is the mitral. This is another flap type opening. This is the aortic. And this section here, next to the right ventricle, that is the tricuspid. So basically, coronary circulation supplies blood and provides drainage from the tissues to the heart. So other than that, that's pretty much it. This is my diagram once again. Kind of hard to see, but explains everything pretty well. Thank you.